Welcome to Aspen Yoga Chair Yoga. Today's chair yoga session, we are going to focus on our hips and our hamstrings. We will go from seated to some standing, so be sure that you have the space around you for that. I have a yoga bolster here that we are going to use at the end and throughout. So if you can grab a pillow or just roll up a blanket, it does not have to be this large. Chair, remember no arms and no wheels. You want to be able to firmly plant your feet onto the ground. Go ahead and gather everything you need. Meet me back on the mat. Chair yoga, working our hips and our hamstrings. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and you can put your bolster, blankets, pillow off to the side and we will grab it a little bit later. Let's start in mountain pose with your hands on your thighs, seated away from the back of your chair with a tall spine. I want you to take a deep inhale here and exhale. Your eyes can stay opened or closed. Inhale, send oxygen to the fingers and the toes. Exhale, shoulders relaxing. Inhaling here. And exhale. One more time together. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. Good. Let's go ahead and scoot to the edge, middle edge of our chair. Always comfortable. And I want you to just march, alternating marching with a nice arm swing. Good. Loosening up those hips, hip flexors, which are right up front here. Good. One more each side. One and one. Good. As you come back to the center, let's hug a knee up to your chest, keeping the spine tall. We don't want to dip away. We keep the spine tall, but the shoulders relaxed. Again, we're not hunching everything up. Everything is nice and low. Good. Bring that foot down, switch sides, take it up. Sitting tall. Getting a nice stretch throughout our glutes. And bringing it down. Good. Tapping in front just to heel. And heel. If you find that when you reach all the way out and you really reach with the heel, you feel some tightness in your hamstring, go ahead and scoot to the edge of your chair as long as you can do so safely. Get those hamstrings off of the edge of the chair. Good. One more each side. One and two. Good. Now we're going to tap the toes. I just want you to tap the toes. So getting some extension into the ankle. Hips and hamstrings, we can't ignore our ankles and really even some of our lower back. One more each side. One and one. Good. Scoot back just a tad bit on that chair, walking those feet out and walking them in. So we're going to work on, right now we're working on the mobility really of our ankles, our knees, a little bit our knees, and our hips. So sometimes when our joints are tight, they also can be weak. So those can sometimes go in hand. Good. I want you to go ahead and come back to the center. I want you to go ahead and turn to the side. So we're going to head and turn to the side. And I want you just to drop that foot down. And I want you to let those toes curl under, sitting tall. Reach that arm up. So the same arm is reaching up to the ceiling as my leg that is down. Getting a nice stretch in the hip flexor here. Also the bottom of the foot. So reaching tall. If it gets to be too much, you can back it off a little bit. Let's keep the arm up there and keep that extension together. Good. Bring the hand down. And we're going to switch sides. So we're going to go all the way over to the other side. Dropping into 90 degrees. So 90 knee, Watch those toes lift up tall. Reaching up. Good. Again, if you're uncomfortable, adjust where you are with this back leg. Good, nice and tall. And sweep it down. Good, go ahead and come back to the center. Nice tall inhale together. And exhale. Let's go ahead and plant the heel. Again, if I find when I plant that it's uncomfortable on my hamstring, scoot to the edge of the chair, plant that hamstring. Hands are on the bent knee, hinge forward at the waist. Nice hamstring stretch here. Nice deep breaths and oxygen to that hamstring. Good, go ahead and switch. This will be our last stretch seated. And we're going to stand up and we're going to do some mobility and some strengthening. You may think, well, we don't have any weights to strengthen, but you can strengthen with your own body weight. Absolutely. Good. Go ahead and come up. Let's start with some strengthening of our calves just by some heel raises. So up and down. Might hear a little pop and crack there, and as long as it doesn't hurt, that is okay. One more. And down. Good. Let's go ahead and stand up if you can do so comfortably and safely. And we are going to use the back of our chair as balance. Hamstring curls. So I want you to pretend that your knees are glued together. And as my knees are glued together, I'm going to curl back and down. So as I curl back, my knees stay in line, my thighs stay together. I'm not going to let that knee come forward and down. So just curl up and down, up and down. Good. Hamstrings, a little bit of glute. One more and down. Switch sides. Good. Just curl, keep everything nice and tall here. Good, let's do two more. One, and two, and down. Good, nice and tall. Shake out those legs a little bit. All right, you can feel that maybe in your quads just from balancing, definitely hamstrings. Let's do some clock work. Okay, so you think of you being the center of your clock. I want you to tap the toe to the 12 o'clock, tap the toe to the 3, tap the toe to the 6, and bring it centered. So tap front, big toe, tap side, tap back, and center. Slight bend in this knee here. We do not have this knee locked out. So we're tapping front, side, back, and center. We're just going to keep going through our clock here. You're going to get the mobility off my hip, but I'm also getting some strength on this leg because I'm having to balance while this leg is moving. One more time. And down. Good. Go ahead and you can face the other way. I'm just going to bring my chair to the other side. Same thing on the other side. Nice and tall. Tap front, tap side, tap back, and center. Use that chair for balance. Back, center. That leg we're standing on is not locked out. Back, center. Two more. Front, side, back, center. Last time front, side, back, and center. Good. Shake out those legs a little bit. Nice and tall here. Let's go ahead and stay on this side. I want you to put all the weight on this leg, and I want you just to bring that knee up and down, up and down. Just a high march, so that as I'm marching, that knee is coming all the way up, 90 degrees and down, up and down, up and down. One more time, up and down. Good. Switching sides. You can move the chair to the other side if you like. Come up and down, up. Good. Drive that knee high and down. Good. Stay tall. Bring it all the way up, which it really engages that hip flexor. Last one, up and down. Good. Shake those legs out. One more standing. Let's work on our glutes. So as we're standing, holding onto the chair, I want you to take that foot, turn it out to the side, and I just want you to kick back. So instead of kicking out to the side or straight back, you're kicking at an angle. So here's the front view. You can see I'm kicking at an angle behind me. I'm not going straight back and I'm not going to the side. I'm going that 45 degrees inside. Kick with the outside of your foot. Ready and kick. Just little pulses. I don't even bring that foot back to the ground. I stay tall so I'm not bending over as I kick. Good. Give me 2 more here. 1 and 2. Good. You're feeling it on the other leg maybe. Glutes and then stability on this leg. Same thing on the other side. Nice and tall. Slight bend in this knee and kick back. Stay tall. Squeeze your glutes. Do not let that back extend so we're not doing a little kickback. Good. The back is not involved. If you feel it in the back, you're going too high or you're getting this extension, shall we say. 2 more. 1 and 2. Good job. Come back. Seated. Nice. Take a deep inhale here. And exhale. If your heart rate got up a little bit, take a time for it to settle back down. Inhaling here. And exhale. Go ahead and grab what you are using for your bolster. I want you to have it up front here. And I just want you to put your feet up on it. So a couple of options here. Feet on, back completely supported. You can do a little butterfly or you can cross your ankles. I want you to have that elevation so it takes some of the pressure. You can feel as I picked my feet up with support, I had some relief. And not that seated or being seated is hard on the hips, but it just takes a little, puts our hips into that rest, okay? And that's what we want to do. So you can be here, you can be butterfly, or you can cross your ankles. Hands are on your knees, sitting tall, so fully supported by the back of your chair. Let's just take a minute to reset. After we worked those hips, those hamstrings, those glutes, and those hip flexors. Inhaling here. Exhale. Your eyes can stay open or closed. Starting at the top of your head. And to allow your body to relax, doing a check-in. The top of your head to the back of your head. Relaxing the muscles of your forehead and your temples. Your jaw hangs open. Muscles of your face relax and fall asleep, tension melting away. Coming down your neck, waterfalling your way from your shoulders all the way to your fingertips. Feeling the tension release and relax as your waterfall all the way down your arms. Inhaling here. And as you exhale, relaxing the chest, the upper back, the middle of your back, your upper abdomen, in through your lower back and your lower abdomen. Waterfalling your way from your hips, all the way down to your toes, past your thighs, your knees, your calves, out those toes. Your legs are heavy and relaxed. Let's inhale together. Exhale, shoulders relaxing. Taking some time here with your thoughts. Any tension creeps in, send oxygen to that area, and as you relax, release any tension that you are holding. And as you inhale here, exhale, opening your eyes if they were closed. Inhale. And as you exhale, your shoulders relax as you wake up, your fingers, your toes, your arms, and your legs. Taking the time together for one more inhale. And exhale. Again, my name is Stacie with Aspen Yoga. Thank you for joining me today. Remember to subscribe and like, and I will see you again next time.